Hello everybody. I'd like to get a YouTube clip out as soon as possible. This Saturday, we're going to all be in Pahrump for our Patriots there. At least I hope we're all going to be there. And this is some motivation to try and get people there. From what I understand, it's going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning and go through probably most of the day, and then also Sunday. If you haven't been following, I'll try and give you a quick update on what's happening here in southern Nevada with the Patriots. Ammon and Ryan are at the Desert Correctional Center in Pahrump, along with the rest of the Patriots have been there for some time, like Joe Shaughnessy, Eric Parker, Pete Santilli, and some others, Mel, Clive and Bundy. So they're all together now, to a certain degree at least. I was there last week, got the chance to talk to Davey Bundy for a while, for a half hour, and it really went quick. And it was pretty neat. He was upbeat, positive, and it sounds like they're all upbeat and positive also, the rest of them. But there's some, there's some discouraging things that's going on. If you've listened to Deb Jordan any at all, and her latest video clip that she put up regarding the real battle now begins with the BLM. The government is doing all it can, is breaking laws left and right, is breaking the Constitution left and right. It's using tyranny. This Judge Gloria Navarro, she's using tyranny to do all that she can to prevent our patriots in getting a fair trial, and it's really bad. She has got a Metro police officer tactical team headed up by Kenneth Meade to harass people like me, people like myself, people like Deb Jordan. There's been, from what I understand, a couple of arrests. A gentleman by the name Tactical Tony and Fisher of Men have been arrested for saying, from what I understand, saying no more than there's corruption with Gloria Navarro in this case. Well, that is about as bad as you can get. That is communist Russia, communist China, East Germany tactics. Secret police tactics, going out into the private sector and harassing people that are trying to wake up what's going on. Judge Gloria Navarro, and I use that term loosely, judge. In ancient Israel, a woman could never judge a man, and there's reasons for that. And she exemplifies some of those reasons. I think this woman is a communist. I think she's got an axe to grind. She was appointed by Obama. She was sponsored by Harry Reid. She's probably really upset that Fidel Castro is dead. Interesting enough, she grew up in southern Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. She is an original resident, like myself. I was born and raised here also. I have 5 generations here. So, she's on my turf also, okay? And I don't know where Kenneth Meade come from, Officer Kenneth Meade, but you're on my turf, buddy, okay? I was born and raised here. I got 5 generations here. My great uncle was the first police officer killed in line of duty, Ernest May, okay? My best friend's father was killed in line of duty, Pappy DeWert, William DeWert, okay? Actually, his son was William. I just remembered him as Pappy DeWert. He was literally killed right in front of us, shot in the head, okay? I was was the main witness in putting his killer away, right? I have known police officers all my life, here in Southern Nevada, like Craig Lovato, who is a part of the Department of Homeland Security, a contractor for the government. Keith Roosh, who was my bishop for years, and his brother. Those are all police officers. I have known law enforcement here. Keith Roosh, was, as I said, was my bishop. I was very close to Keith Roosh. I don't know if he's still around. He probably isn't. It goes back many years. But like I said, I've known police officers all my life, and they were good men. All right? They believed in the rule of law. They believed in the Constitution of the United States. They believed in fairness. Now, here you come along, acting as a lackey for this judge to do unconstitutional, immoral, unethical things. I just don't get it. It's flat out wrong. So you need to think what you're doing now. Hey, if you want to come out and talk to us, we're going to be in Pahrump. I know that's out of your jurisdiction, but we're going to be in Pahrump. And you can come out and explain yourself. You can explain, we'll make you famous. You can explain why you are doing these unconstitutional things. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to talk to you. There's a whole bunch of people out there who would like to talk to you and hopefully educate you to what the Constitution of the United States is. Is Gloria Navarro has denied these patriots, and these are patriots. She has denied them their constitutional rights, the Constitution of the United States. And after sitting in on the trial there in Oregon day after day, I realize that these federal judges could care less about the Constitution of the United States. I sat there and I listened to Judge Anna J. Brown repeatedly deny the Constitution of the United States being brought up in court. Repeatedly. Almost coming out of her chair at times when it looked like one of the defense attorneys or Ryan Bundy was going to read from a pocket constitution. I mean, it bordered on no, I didn't border on ridiculousness. It was that bad. So these federal judges, they are adamantly against the Constitution of the United States, which have I said before, when you deny the people their God-given constitutional rights, you have declared, in effect, you've declared war upon the people. And this is what Judge Navarro has done. She has declared war upon the people. And Officer Meade, you're helping her at that. You are helping her at that. And things are going to change. Things are changing. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're going to have a new president. And he has said repeatedly that his first priority is to protect the American citizens and to enforce the Constitution of the United States. So, buddy, you're on the wrong side of that. You're on the wrong side of that fence. If you don't want to live the Constitution, maybe you should go to Mexico with Judge Navarro, Gloria Navarro. Maybe you should just get on the other side of the border before that wall is built. All right. If you don't like the Constitution, leave. Get out of here. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. And it goes for all you federal judges. If you don't like the Constitution of the United States, leave. Leave with all these celebrities. They said they're going to leave if Trump got elected president. Well, you're just like them. You're not an American. I said a long time ago, when I first saw the Patriot Act, I actually agreed with part of that if you don't believe in the Constitution of the United States, you really aren't American. But of course, they were using that as a Trojan horse. But I do believe that. If you do not believe in the Constitution of the United States, what are you doing here? You're not an American. You're just trying to undermine human rights here. That's all you're really trying to do. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth. You're a hypocrite. And you're not doing any good for this country. You're not doing any good for this people. So just leave. Okay. So, our Patriots been denied bail. They've been in prison for like 9, probably going on 10 months now. A violation of the 8th Amendment. That's cruel and unusual punishment. Think about that. We had 7 defendants that were in prison for 9 months in Oregon. found completely innocent. Think about that. Think about that. And yet they spent 9 months in prison, away from their families, away from their loved ones. They can't get that time back. They can't get it back. 9 months when a child is growing up, that's a lot of time being without their daddies. All right? How do you put a number on that as far as monetary value? I don't see how. You can't do it. And yet, this is exactly what has happened. And it's just not that. The First Amendment rights, Second Amendment rights, Fourth Amendment rights, just on and on, and Ninth and 10th Amendment rights. These federal judges they absolutely despise the Constitution of the United States. So now, what are we going to do about this? That's a good question. And so all the people that are out there that believe in the Constitution, that believe in the rule of law, we invite you this weekend, okay? This weekend, please. This is Thursday. I'm going to have this up Friday morning. Please come out, make yourself known, take a stand. I will be there. I will be blowing the shofar, the trump of God. Numbers chapter 10, verses 8 and 9. Jeanette Finnegan is going to be there. Carol Bundy's going to be there. Michelle Fiore's going to be there. Going to have some wonderful speakers. I think there'll be more of the Coalition of Western States there. We'll have John Lamb there. John Lamb will show up on Sunday. He's got a very important meeting with some state legislatures in Arizona on Saturday. In fact, there's a whole crew that's going from Montana to meet with state legislatures in Arizona. And that is very important. And he is forgiven and dismissed. I told him go. I says, that sounds really important. And so he'll be here Sunday.